Greetings everyone, your Kicking Life Guru Master Rich Grogan here. Hope you're having a fantastic evening. So today's bang right hook, how about a bang left hook of reality is, hey, the message of the week we give to our kids, and it's the same message I've been, ever since I've started giving speeches, started teaching, motivating, inspiring kids, teaching martial arts sports, is always pretty much the same. Do your best. Believe in yourself. Hey Steve, how we doing, buddy? And there we are, Mrs. Adams. How are you tonight? Oh, got all kinds of people rolling on the line here. Excellent. So the message this week, do your best. Believe in yourself. Bring out your very, very best. Now, too often, kids, adults, all of us, we compare ourselves. Hey, Mrs. Well, I guess it's Mrs. Booty now, or Buddy now, isn't it? How we doing, Sarah? Good to see you. Too often, and I'm plenty guilty of this as well, we compare ourselves to others. You know, and it's okay to aspire to achieve the success of others, or if someone's, you know, I don't want to say more successful, maybe they're doing something that you aspire to do, it's okay to say, hey, I'd like to have the attributes of that person, or I'd like to be like that person in this way, shape, or form. But the truth is, you should only compare yourself to the person you were yesterday in order to continue growing, because you're only going to be as good as you can be. You're never going to be as good as them. But guess what? Here's the kicker. Here's the one we often forget. They're never going to be as great as we are. They're never going to be. All I ever ask the kids, all I ask the people when I go give speeches, to believe in yourself first and foremost. Believe in your God-given abilities. Believe that you have a unique gift that nobody else possesses, because you do. It's true. There will never, ever, ever be another you. Hey, Mr. Schumacher, how are you? Marco, good to see you. There'll never ever be another you. You are the one and only. Now, I know a lot of us as we're kids are saying, man, I'm glad they broke that mold. There's never going to be another one. That's a little joke we all talk about, but that's the truth. There'll never be another one of you. So be the absolute very, very, very best you can be. It's better to be the best you than a cheap replica of somebody else. Boy, boom, there's another right hook, right? Right at you. But the message of the week, sharing with the kids this week, especially with school starting back, bring out your absolute very, very best. And here's the promise I always make to the kids. I'm making to you right here, right now. And I promise from the bottom of my heart, if you do your best, you will be your very best. If you consistently give it all you got, you consistently do everything you can to become the very best version of you and nobody else, you will be the very best you can be. And that's all you can ever ask for. So I tell the kids, yeah, there's certain things we like to do. There's certain things we enjoy to do. Certain things we love to do. And then there's certain things we do not like to do. There's certain things we hate to do. And the example I brought up tonight with the kiddos is like, how many kids enjoy homework? Now, believe it or not, we had 1 or 2 kids put their hand up, but the majority of kids are like, I said, well, guess what? I don't enjoy doing paperwork. I don't enjoy paying taxes. I don't enjoy doing payroll and all those other things, but they've got to be done. Well, here's the thing. Regardless if you like it or not, always do your very best. Now, the message I give to the kiddos is this. If you don't like doing homework and you do it halfway, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have to do homework again. So if you don't like doing something one time, you sure as heck aren't going to like doing it twice. So regardless if you like it or not, put forth your absolute very, very best. So at least it's like taking, yucky medicine. You don't want to puke it back up, so you got to take more. Get it all down the first time. David, Alyssa, how we doing? Good to see you. Jane, thanks for being on the line here. So same concept. You don't like doing homework. You don't like doing paperwork. Well, darn it, do it right the first time so you don't have to do it over again. I know. But that's that conditioned mindset of always doing your best. And that starts in the belief in yourself. And we all know in the bottom of our heart if we're putting forth our best effort or not. If we're putting forth our best, man, there's a magical thing that happens. It makes you feel good about yourself. Even if it's something you don't like to do. We all get that sense of satisfaction and joy, especially from activities we don't like doing. Kind of that joy of, goodness gracious, thank goodness that's done and over with. But you did your best. It's done and over with. You don't have to worry about it again. But if you don't do your best, man, you're going to have to repeat it and do it over and over again. And like I mentioned, there is nothing worse than having to do something you don't like a second time. And that happens when you put forth a poor effort. Now, it's a conditioned mindset. You condition yourself through continuous repetition of habit of doing your best. And it happens, I don't say without, it just happens. You have to keep working hard at it, but it's going to happen a heck of a lot easier than if you condition yourself to just kind of go through the motions and put forth half an effort, because that's going to become habit forming as well. So here's the thing. Do your absolute very best at everything you do, and I promise you'll be your very best. And that's the message we're passing on the kiddos. Let's get that school year off to a great positive start by getting a routine down, getting that homework done, getting to bed early, listening to mom and dad when they tell you to come to the table, and then, go to bed early so you can get up early. It's all about setting those routines, setting those habits, setting those patterns. Hey, Josh, Lori, good to see you. In order to become your very best and in order to live your best, my podcast, Kickin' Life Guru, your best kick in life. Hey, Sarah, thank you. Well said, Mr. Grogan. Well, thank you very much. I'm so honored that you and my little buddy Hayden are part of the Academy. Thank you. I just love seeing him grow up from a tiger now to a rip-roaring orange belt. And why? The whole message is about doing your very best and not giving up. Because, you know what? Life, we all know it, especially as adults out there, it is going to kick our butts. As Rocky says, it's going to beat you to your knees and keep you there if you let it. And it's not you, me, nobody hits as hard as life. And it doesn't matter how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. But that's a conditioned response. That's all a mindset. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to believe in myself. And when and I'm on social media here, and here's the thing, I put myself out there, so of course I'm subjected to some keyboard warriors out there who, they like to take pop shots. Now, being a fighter, boy, I'd like to. But that doesn't solve any problems. You know what else doesn't solve any problems? Me giving them the time of day by replying back. Now, plenty guilty. I do it. Somebody sends off a pop shot, and I'm like, gosh darn it, what are you talking about here? I'm trying to inspire you, and this is all you got to do. You know what? Maybe that's their gift. Maybe their gift is to be a thorn in my side, so to speak, to help me deliver better messages for everybody else. Hey, Mandy, good to see you on the call here. Thank you. So back to our list there. Tongue-tied now, aren't I? I got that rower going. Back to our initial message. Do your very best at every single thing you do. Parents, please encourage and motivate your kids to always put forth their best effort, especially with activities they don't like. And use that concept I just shared with you. If you don't like doing it, well, then do it right the first time so you don't have to do it over. And the old thing, and I know cough medicine and medicine we take nowadays, or the kids take nowadays, is much better than when we were kids, right? You had to gag that stuff down, and most of us back up, and we had to take it a second time. So I like to use that analogy there. If you don't like taking that yucky medicine once, you sure as heck don't want to take it a second time there. So I know most kids don't like doing chores, yard work, cutting the grass, homework, and all those things. Well, there's things that we don't like doing either. And I shared with the kids tonight in the mat chat, look, moms and dads out there, how many of you enjoy going to work every day? How many of you work for a person that isn't very nice? Maybe the boss is a big jerk. And of course, all the hands went up. And I said, there you go, kids. Mom and dad don't like doing it either, but they do that so they can enroll you in martial arts classes. They do that so they can buy groceries, and you can have the new coolest shoes and outfits and everything else to wear. We have to do those things. But moms and dads, share this with your kids. You do that because you love your kids, you care for your kids. When you share that with your kids, remind them of that, because they often forget. I know as a teenager, and I never got it, simply because, well, as a teenager, boy, I knew everything about everything. I mean, I really did. I was so smart, I knew everything well into my 30s. And then I realized, man, I don't know anything about anything. Now, I always did my best, but most of the time I did my best at thinking I knew everything. That's a whole nother podcast and a whole nother video blog altogether. But anyway, to wrap this thing up here, please, do your very best, especially the things you don't like, because you're setting that mindset, you're setting that conditioned behavior to always put forth your very best because you believe in yourself and you want to become your very best. And by all means, do not ever, and I say that because I've done it, compare yourself to somebody else. You will never be as good as anybody else, but here's the kicker. They will never, ever, 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 ever be as cool, as awesome, as wonderful, as terrific, as inspiring, as beautiful and wonderful as you are. So don't try and be like somebody else. Compare yourself to the person you were yesterday, and if you know in your heart you're a better person today than you were yesterday, God bless you. You have won the day. Now get out there and do it again tomorrow. All right. Well, thank you so much, and I truly mean this from the bottom of my heart. I know what a sacred commodity time is, and the fact that you took a few minutes to be with me on the line here today, I am totally blessed. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless your family. Now you get out there and do your best, and I promise you'll be your very best. Have a blessed day, everybody. Talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.